Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. If you watch me on a daily basis, that you know that last night I dug this hole. Larry showed up last night. He brought a post hole digger and he actually dug this hole down here. We still haven't hit that pipe. I don't know where it is, but I got some ideas. I think I'm going to call a plumber today and ask him how they find pipes. Maybe they have a sonar thing. But that's where we're at right now. 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Larry's already working. First thing he's going to do today is install, what do you call this thing?
Hose bib.
Hose bib.
Has a hose thread. It's called a hose
For
bib.
the water outlet. And that's how you put a water filter. I don't know what that thing is called. Bib. That's off. That's on. This is the ball. What do you call it?
Ball valve.
Ball valve. It's easier than that other one where you have to turn. This one's just. If you need to make a remote control, you can just stand from inside the house, turn the water on. Now look at here who I caught. If it isn't the outlaw Josie Wales. Woo-hoo. Watch out now. They say he's fast as lightning. Yeah, I was plugging in the plug over there and he ran right between my legs. I always catch, this got to be the same one because he's got a dot on his top of his head. He used to live in the shed that was here.
He's like, where the heck did it go?
Yeah, let's see.
Really?
You have a big one like that.
Josie, come here. Come here, Josie. Smell it?
Adriana used to like to pick him up and I'm up on a ladder and come up on my leg with his bug.
Little fella. Little fella.
Go put him there. He was running such a shit.
He'll go run, hide under the wood.
You got ants around here?
All kinds of ants over there by the tree.
He eats them.
Oh, I see.
Look how fast he is.
There.
Gonna hide. I just got off the phone with the plumber because I was trying to ask them how they find a pipe that you can't find. He told me several ways with the snake probe, which is $170, where they run a snake from the back door trap. And I don't know, I guess got a camera on it or they can find it with the machine. I don't know, he didn't go into detail with me about it. Or you can run a water probe into the ground, or you can dig a whole separate trench and just run it straight to the septic tank, is what he told me he would do if he came out to look at it, which I gotta call him later. He might come out later and look at it. Run its own private septic tank pipe to that. But I told him I dug 3 holes and all 3 are 3 feet deep and we haven't hit it. And he says you need to get a water probe and then probe down until you hit the pipe, which I don't feel like doing, but that's $200 for him to do that for me. I don't need to do that. Pay $200 to somebody that I already dug the hole for him. Sounds like highway robbery to me. But anyways, at least I got some ideas. I asked him how much he would charge me to backhoe that to there. He couldn't give me an answer. He has to come out and look at it. So that's where I'm at right now. He told me that it's probably 4 feet deep, because if that's 3.5 feet deep, this probably pipe is 4 feet deep. So that's where we're at now. Larry's in there finishing up on the plumbing. And oh yeah, I gotta call the hardware store. Need more glue. We had to run to the hardware store to pick up some of these plates and some multi-glue for PVC and CPVC. Where's that at? Oh, that glue. This glue right here. So we can use it on PVC and CPVC. And then the CPVC uses a special glue too over there. Yeah. So, and then we had to get longer screws too for this control valve right here. So now we can rock and roll, right Larry?
Yeah.
This is a plate to put right here to protect that pipe, so when you're doing the drywall you can't screw in and hit the pipe. Right, Larry?
Yeah.
Right. Well, here's another thing I figured out. I know for one thing for sure, I never want to be a plumber, because that glue has got my head all messed up. So after talking to that plumber, and I've been doing some thinking, Larry said that if you rent a jackhammer it'd be a lot cheaper, and if we go from there straight to here, which is 39 feet, I could use a jackhammer and break up this ground, and then I could just dig it by hand, because I really don't want to have to rent a backhoe if I don't have to. That's money that I can be investing doing something inside the tiny house. It's just, this ground is so hard. Digging it using water. I had a viewer say you dig with a pressure washer, but I don't own a pressure washer, and I'm not going to go out and buy a pressure washer. But water, digging in Arizona, digging with water is easy, but the ground takes so long to absorb it. But I know trying to find that pipe driving me nuts. I'm done trying to find it. After talking to the plumber, he said what he would do, he would just dig a separate own personal line straight to here and tap into here. And he was saying I wouldn't even have to go 4 feet down, because it's a completely different sewage line. He doesn't know why this would be 4 feet down, but he says it sounds like it's 4 feet down. So I think plumbers are freaking highway robbers, because what they want to charge to do a probe to find where the pipe is, $170. To me, that's a rip-off. But I don't know. I don't make the rules. It's sneak attack the dogs. She's on guard. Brownie. Good morning. Morning, Jerry. Good morning, Jerry. Hello, Jersey. See if that prairie dog, let's see if that horny toad is still here where I let him go. Nope. He's not here, he's gone. Alright, here's another thing I didn't even think of. This is the bathtub nozzle thing. There's a thing inside there. If I can zoom in there. A pipe has to screw in it. I always wondered how water came out. I thought you just put this on and this was the tube. Learning something every day. This thing right here screws to the inside of here, and then you got to screw a pipe into this. This is plastic. These are things you never think of when you're building a tub. At least I never think of it. Maybe plumbers know it right away, but I'm learning this as I go. I always thought this was one piece. When you get in the tub, you're taking a shower, you're not thinking about all this plumbing stuff. But this is what Larry's reading the instructions. Take the E equals MC squared, carry the 7, bring down the 2. I changed these out because this can unscrew instead of having to cut this pipe, and then we switched to PVC because you can't use PVC like this for hot water, because it will soften the PVC and then they will blow out the joints there. So the cold water is PVC, this is CPVC, tongue twister. We're putting some supports here, so if you lean on it in the tub, this will give us some support. Same for the shower head up here. This is going to be 6 foot tall up here. My wife won't be able to reach it, but that's okay, I can reach it. She can take baths. Is it me, or does that look like an Easter Island head? Every time I look at it, that's what I think of. Give me some gum for my dum-dum, dum-dum. From the movie Night at the Museum. Give me some gum dum-dum for my tum-tum. Alright, all this plumbing is giving me a headache. I need to take a break. I'm going to have some lunch. My son is cooking us lunch today.
I never made a hot dog ever in my life.
It smells good. Looking good, son. Just got to put some ketchup and mayonnaise on there for me. Test fitting the tub. That's a perfect fit. Too bad we can't get it out now. We took the other piece off that goes here. The back wall here. We have the silicone that right there. It's got little holes there. And what do? You drill a hole, draw a hole right there? Something? Tie it out with the floor to tie it together. We're working on the drain thing now. We're going to have to cut the floor because this is not going to sit flush with the bottom of the tub. This piece goes here like that, and then this piece comes around like this. But this piece sticks out further than that foot. That foot has to sit flush on the floor, so we have to cut a hole for this to sit into the floor, which is right over here. This is where the drain is, so we're going to have to cut a hole on the floor there so that the tub can sit flush on the floor. So my wife decided she wanted a basement, so Larry's putting it in the basement now. We had to cut out a hole in the floor. Nah, I kid. We're getting the plumbing for the toilet, the bathtub, and the sink all hooked together. He has to cut that to lower it so he can add these other pipes here for the toilet and tie in the sink right here. Well, another long day. Larry just left 5 minutes ago. I just got done talking to a guy who does excavating, backhoe work and everything, and he lives. You can see his house right over there. Last time Larry and I went to the freaking hardware store today, we went 5 times to the hardware store, twice to his house, going back and forth, getting stuff that he keeps forgetting that we need. And I saw this guy's phone number hanging at the hardware store. I gave him a call 3 hours ago. He just left also right after Larry. He said he can dig this trench for me. They'll start right here. They'll find where the pipe goes into, because I know for a fact that it comes out here, because I've taken this lid off many times. It comes out, I don't know if it comes out straight or if it comes out like here. They said they can start digging here, find out exactly where it's coming out. They'll know a general direction where it's going, and then they can start digging from there and meet up with the pipe. And he said $150, $200 the max. First 2 hours $150. Every hour after that is $50. He said it shouldn't take more than 2 hours, so you're looking at $150 to dig this trench, either all the way to here or all the way to where they meet the pipe. He looked at these holes I dug and he just laughed. He's like, there's no way that it's going to be that deep. If the county, he asked me about the paperwork that shows it comes out 17 feet here, and he says the county, they never do accurate measurements, so you could have missed it by 2 inches this way or an inch over there. It could be anywhere here because the county doesn't take accurate measurements. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that. He was laughing. He was impressed actually that I did this by hand. So I got to lock everything up. Larry won't be back till Friday. This guy's going to call me back later and set up an appointment. I told him let's do it. $150, even $200 is cheaper than me ever going out and renting one. I got to close up the windows. We got all the plumbing done here. We got the tub in. The tub is plumbed. Larry has been in and out of this hole 25 times a day. It is 90% done, the plumbing underneath. The tub, all we got to do is fasten it and put this backing here. We got to drywall with the waterproof drywall. Finish putting the insulation back in, but that'll probably be Friday or something like that, so we can finish doing this. Larry told me he has been putting this off, and I said I kind of got that feeling, Larry, that you've just been procrastinating, because he didn't want to have to keep going in. He knew he was going to go many times. I told my wife last night, Larry's acting like he doesn't want to do this plumbing in here. And then he admitted to me today, he just out of the blue just said it. He goes, now you know why I've been procrastinating doing this job. I just didn't feel like doing it. So we got this all done. Everything is done here. The only thing we don't have is the water heater up there connected. But this is the hardest thing for the bathroom, and this is 90% done. I said it before, I'm glad I didn't ever want to be a plumber. It is a terrible, boring, repetitious job. I'm sure there's people out there that love plumbing. Hey, that's all for you. But for me, I'll mark that off my bucket list of things that I've attempted, don't like, and never will do again. So this is the other.
Don't give me some conga for my tum-tum.
That's the Easter Island head right there. So that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go and take a shower and get some dinner and edit this video. It's going to be another long night for me. It took me 3 hours editing last night's video. Although it was only 86 degrees today, it was nice, it wasn't hot. But my wife says that there's rain coming in the next couple of days, so I don't know what day this guy's going to do it. I told him I'm in no rush. I mean, I want to get it done. I don't want to wait 3 months, but you know, it's not like he has to do it tomorrow or the next day. If it takes a week to wait for it, hey, I'm fine with that also. So thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. As always, leave me a comment if you haven't subscribed already. Why don't you hit that subscribe button? It don't cost anything, it's free. And like them flags flapping in the wind.